Hey everyone, Michael O'Brien here, and today we're going to be taking a look at IGNIS by Sid T Magic. Hello my friends, and welcome back to another magic product review where my job is to take a closer look at some of the latest and greatest magic on the market. And today we're going to be taking a look at a really cool and deceptive holdout device called IGNIS. Now this is basically a matchbox, right? And you can open it up. You can see matches in there, right? It's a regular matchbox. But what you don't know is that this has been gimmicked up the wazoo to allow you to produce any object that you'd like as long as it fits in the matchbox. And you can produce multiple objects. You could produce coins. You could produce billets. You could produce cards. You could produce money. Anything that will fit inside of the matchbox itself. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about what the routine is, what it does, and whether or not I think it's going to be right for you. Hey everyone, so sorry for the interruption. I just wanted to take a quick minute to thank the newest members of the mob for joining. Thank you guys so much. It's because of you that I'm truly able to keep this channel going. You're going to get early access to videos, you're going to access tutorials, lectures, and even get one-on-one access with me where you can pick my brain about anything that you like. If you guys would like to join them and become a member of the mob, please click the join button, or you can click the membership tab right here on the channel for more information. If you guys would like to see some more awesome magic, please head over to my online magic shop at o'brienmagic.com. And as always, if you enjoy these videos, please go ahead and click the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for the interruption. And now back to the video. All right, so we already talked about what IGNIS is, right? Let's talk about what it does, how it works, and all of that good stuff. I'm gonna go over the pros, the cons, and all of that so that you guys can make an informed decision whether or not you think it's right for you. So this isn't necessarily a magic routine. You're actually learning how to create a magic tool that is used to create a variety of different effects. And basically what this is this allows you to show a matchbox, show that your hands are completely empty, strike a match, put the match into your fist, and then when you open your fist, the match has vanished and instead something appears, right? It could be a stack of coins, it could be a card, it could be a banknote, whatever you want. You can make that object appear inside of your hand, right? In fact, before I talk about this any further, let's take a quick little look at a video that I filmed with my daughter over the Christmas break. All right, Brianna, you know what I have here?
Matches?
Yeah, matches. Here, go ahead and reach in and take one out for me. Okay? That's the one that you want?
Yes.
Yeah? I'll take the match back. Let me have it.
Fine.
You're not supposed to play with matches, especially those of you at home, but watch this, look. Ready?
Huh?
What do you think's in my hand?
I don't know.
The match, right? Watch.
Probably? Bah.
What? Here you go, some coins. So as you can see, it's super simple. What are you going to receive with IGNIS? You're actually not going to receive anything physically. It's a digital product. So you're going to receive a download that's almost an hour long. And this is going to be Sid walking you through step by step how to create, how to build the gimmick, and how to perform it, right? Now, the production quality is really good. He does an amazing job of teaching. Everything is very clear. He goes over this in great detail so that someone like me, who's not very technically inclined, I'm not very good at arts and crafts stuff, can actually follow along. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, oh God, I gotta do arts and crafts. I gotta build things. It's actually not that intense. Most of it's gonna be done for you because it's just a matchbox, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go out, you're gonna find a matchbox that you like, that is the appropriate size for you. And then he's going to teach you how to gimmick the matchbox itself. It'll probably take you about 15-20 minutes to gimmick it, but once it's gimmicked and everything dries, it's going to be ready to go, right? So what can you do with this? You can use it to hold out coins, right? So if you look inside, I'll show you inside the matchbook. It looks pretty ordinary, right? It's just got some matches in there. And you can let the spectator take a match out and they can choose whatever match they want, right? It's gimmicked, but it's done in such a way that it's very clever where they're not gonna really find anything. Now, you're not gonna hand them the matchbox. You might, in some instances, be able to set the matchbox down on their hand like this, but you don't want to hand this to them and be like, hey, have a look, check this out, make sure it's an ordinary matchbox, because if they do, they might discover the secret, right? But just at first glance, it looks ordinary, right? There's nothing to see because it's really just a matchbox. So after you've gimmicked it, so the whole first half of the tutorial is going to be teaching you how to gimmick it. After you've done that, he's going to go over how to actually perform the effect and different things that you can do with it, right? So he's going to give you some ideas to get started with. But like I said, the sky's the limit with this. You can come up with as many different ideas as you want. This could be a smaller part of a larger routine, or this could be a very quick way to just produce some object in your hand and then move on, right? So for me, for example, what I would be using this for is a coin production that rolls into maybe like a coins across or a coins to glass style routine, right? I think this is a really fun way to get into that routine because it's very visual. It uses fire. A lot of the times people get very excited anytime you use a fire effect like flash paper or anything like that. I don't know, fire just adds an extra element to the magic. Now, having said all of that, this is a real match. This is a real matchbox. This is real fire. You do need to be careful. Please make sure that you follow Sid's instructions all the way through. Watch the video all the way through before you start performing the effect so that you don't burn yourself. He's going to offer you some advice on different things that you can do to keep yourself safe and to keep your spectators safe, right? So again, you're going to get a video that teaches you how to do this. You're going to have to go out and you're going to have to find and gimmick a matchbox. And then there is a third piece to this. You are going to have to purchase a magic prop to be able to perform this effect. Now the magic prop is a classic magic prop. If you are a magician that's been in magic for any amount of time, you probably already know what that classic prop is just from watching the performance video. But you do need to provide yourself with that magic prop. Again, you can find it in any magic shop. You can get them for like a couple of bucks, a couple of pounds, right? So in the performance, you need the gimmick, you need the extra bit that I just mentioned, and then you need whatever object it is that you're gonna produce, right? So super duper simple, really easy to use. I played with this for maybe 30 minutes before filming that video that I shot with my daughter that you saw. So it's not terribly difficult to learn. There is a little bit of a learning curve and a choreography to it, but once you figure that out, it's really easy to do, right? So what are my thoughts? Who is this for? What are the pros? What are the cons, right? So who's this for? Anyone that is looking to add a flash element to their act, right? Something with fire, something catchy that's gonna get people's attention. What do I like to use this for? I like to use this in a restaurant work situation, right? Because you light a match and you have everyone go, ooh, and you get the fire in your hand and you look around and people at other tables are like, whoa, what's going on over there, right? And it gets people's attention, right? So it's a really good attention grabber. I also think it's an elegant piece that you can add into a formal close-up act, right? So if you're sat at a table and you have people sitting in an audience and they're watching you perform this, it's a really nice way that you can produce some coins and then you can go into a coin effect, or you can use this as like a big reveal at the end, right? Like maybe a card has vanished from the deck. You take the matchbook, you put the match in your hand, and now the card has appeared, you unfold it, it's their signed card or something, right? You can do all kinds of really cool things with this. So that's what I think it's for. I think it's gonna be mostly for working professionals. If you're an amateur and you're looking for something fun, this could work for you too. Again, please be safe. Please make sure that whenever you're using fire effects, that you are being careful. And if you are a professional and you're using this, I highly recommend that you have insurance so that you don't put yourself in a situation that you shouldn't find yourself in. And that goes with any fire effect, flash paper, fire wallets, any of that stuff, right? So what are the pros? What are the cons? Pros is it's very affordable. It's only 10 bucks for the routines, the instructions, and all of that stuff. And it's just gonna cost you like $1 or $2 to find a matchbox that you really like, and it's gonna cost you a couple of bucks to find that extra gimmick that you need if you don't already own one. And I'm gonna say, again, if you've been in magic for any amount of time, you probably already own that extra gimmick, right? So it's very affordable for you to be able to perform this. I'd say for maybe $15, $20 at the most, from start to finish, you're gonna be able to perform this effect, right? So it's really affordable, it's very visual, and it's fairly easy to perform, right? It's not self-working, but you do have to, you know, manipulate the gimmick. But once you've figured it out, it's pretty easy to do. What are the cons? The cons are arts and crafts is probably the biggest one for me. You're not gonna buy a Matchbox that's ready to go. You're gonna have to buy a Matchbox and then gimmick it. Again, it's not like a super huge thing, but for people that don't like arts and crafts, that want something out of the box, this might not be for you. Now, having said that, I do know that Sid has in the past made gimmicks for people that didn't feel comfortable doing it. I don't know what he charges for that. I have heard him mention that that is something that he is considering doing. Whether or not he's doing it now, I don't know. It might be worth reaching out to him and asking if you could purchase one ready to go from him, and find out how much he charges to make it for you. That way you don't have to gimmick anything and it's ready to go, right? So honestly, that's my only real con with it. Can it be done surrounded? Pretty much. I mean, for the most part. Obviously, you can't have someone looking over you, looking into your hand, watching you put the match in your hand. They might see something in that instance, but pretty much at your like 180, like if you're performing at like someone's table and they're sat there, your angles are pretty well covered for the most part, right? There's not a whole lot of angle sensitivity unless someone is standing right behind you, looking down over your shoulder. Can it be examined? Again, it can be lightly examined in the aspect that you can have them maybe hold the Matchbox on their hand, depending on what it is that you're doing. Obviously, if you're producing coins, you don't want to set the Matchbox with coins loaded in it because they're gonna be like, whoa, that's a heavy Matchbox, right? But if you're using like a billet or a card or something like that, yeah, you can have this held in their hand for a second while you like roll up their sleeves. And then you can take the Matchbox back, open it up, let them take out whatever match they want, and boom, now you're loaded and ready to go. Just in that action of them taking out a match, you now have that object loaded in your hand and ready to go. Again, whether it be a stack of coins or whatever you want to use, right? So it's just a really cool thing. I really recommend that you guys check it out. See what people are saying about it on Penguin Magic. That's a link I'm going to leave for you guys below so you can take a look at this. Penguin Magic is carrying it and the reviews on this are pretty good. Again, I'm actually blown away by the production quality. I think that Sid did an amazing job on this. If you guys own IGNIS, what are your thoughts on it? If you don't own IGNIS, I'd love to know, what would you use this for? Like, think outside the Matchbox. Like what I did there. Think outside the box and tell me, what would you use this for? I'm excited to know your thoughts, because if you guys tell me some really cool creative stuff that I never thought of, I might give it a go and I might show you guys a video of me performing with this a little bit more in the future. But anyways, my name is Michael O'Brien. Again, thank you so much for watching this magic review. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.